Basically, just going to fire up the packs as I am a drafter. It's going to be a quick chat about how I feel about the limited format, what I would take in a draft. Obviously, first impressions with only one pre-release under the bat, but chat is here. Feel free to jump in, give your opinion, let me know what you think of the cards, let me know what you'd take if we open a draft, and see what happens. Unfortunately for anyone watching on YouTube, once I upload this, you don't get the chance to obviously jump in the giveaway if it happens, but yeah, enjoy the in the pack opening, and yeah, definitely looking for any feedback and comments. Alright, without further ado, let's make stuff happen. Nice fresh pack, and we'll start from the front. Normally I start the rares, but let's build some tension. So from the top, let's try and get some focus. We've got the Aviary Mechanic. This guy is a 2/2 for 2. Whenever he enters battlefield, you can return another permanent to its owner's that you control to its owner's hand. Yeah, 2/2s are fine. 2/2s are always just 2/2s. The ability, not going to come into play obviously early game, but if you put him in the late, you have something with a battlefield, yeah, it's going to be fine. As we jump in, failed inspections, a 4-mana counterspell, target spell, draw a card, discard a card, yeah, whatever. This guy I don't think is gonna see much play as we go on. Which way? Just because I'm an idiot. Let's do it upside down. As we go on, we've got the Thriving Rats. This guy belongs to a cycle of cards, one in each colour, where they add energy to your energy pool when they enter the battlefield. When they attack, you can pay energy to get the ability. I found energy was fine. The deck that I played was a green and white. It had a bit of an energy sub theme, and it definitely helped. I don't think it's going to be crucial in every deck, but I believe most drafts are going to have a energy deck, and also just cards that randomly have energy. Hey, Adam man, how's it going? Heist by Artisan. This is the first Fabricate card we've opened in these packs. Fabricate is a pretty awesome mechanic. I think from what I got a chance to play with it, you do get the choice between adding a +1/+1 counter or putting a servo into play. Both these abilities can be relevant. I think the servo is going to be the most relevant when it does come up in play. Worldfast Monitor. This guy is an artifact. It's a 2/1, you pay red, he gets Menace end of turn. Artifacts seem to be good, it is the artifact set. I didn't have any artifacts in my pre-release deck that mattered. But hey, let's see what happens. Pressure Point is a reprint. Tap target creature, draw a card. 2 mana, white spell, really nothing exciting. Sorry, just trying to get the focus a bit. Nice. Pressure Point. There we go. Nothing exciting. Basically, I'm piling at the moment. We've got cards that are, whatever, cards that I'm not going to take, and if I find something powerful that we're likely to take without even thinking, he'll drop down here. Riparian Tiger. We've got a 5 mana 4/4 with trample. When he enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy, and whenever he attacks, you can pay the 2 energy and he gets +2/+2 till end of turn. Solid card. This is where, when I'm talking there's going to be energy decks in the format, this is the one that's, this card is going to be a important card in that kind of deck, because it's going to be green based, it's going to beat hard. Prophetic Prism. Another reprint. When he enters the battlefield, you draw a card, it's a 2 mana artifact, and you pay 1 and tap it to add 1 mana of any colour to your mana pool. Might help. Brings up an artifact count in a set that matters how many artifacts you have in play. Gearseeker Serpent. What is it? It's a 5/6 for 7, and it costs 1 less for each artifact. So this is a little ability we know, for those of us playing for a long time, we know it as affinity. Costs 1 less for each artifact you control. That, on average, you're going to have a few artifacts in play, so the card's not terrible. I think it'll do a nice bit of damage, and it does have 6 mana, can't be blocked this turn, so again, could come up. I think this is going to be a long board stally format in many cases, so not being blocked by can come up and be relevant, but hey, let's see what happens. Consulate Skygate, it's a 2 mana 0/4 Defender Reach. I don't think this is going to see much play. At the moment, looking at my cards, Serpent is good. Yeah, definitely can see it being good. Definitely. I think I prefer the Riparian Tiger if we're looking at picking up in a draft, but definitely not going to argue with looking at a Serpent. You're going to want to have some artifacts. You want to be able to put yourself in a place where pushing through is going to win the game for you. Sky Whale. Love the Sky Whale. This is the long-finned Sky Whale. It's a 4-mana 4/3. You can only block creatures with flying, and it has flying itself. I mean, it's a nice evasion ability, but it's nothing. You're not going to really write home about it, I don't think. Tiger's Deathfire Pit, yeah, definitely. Well, we're pushing through the uncommons now, so we'll see what we can find. What's this guy? I can't get the focus quite right. He's the Restoration Gearsmith. Restoration Gearsmith. When he enters the battlefield, return target artifact or creature from your graveyard to your hand. Gold cards always have their downside when you're looking at a first pick in a draft, but it's a pretty solid card. 3 mana buy something back. Sorry, 3/3 with a buy something back ability, and it does target artifacts, which could matter in this set. I still think we'd look at the gold cards over it. Oh yeah, there you go, Gearsmith and combo. There you go. So you can look at picking up these guys as commons a bit later, and definitely getting a lot of value when you bring back your great cards from the graveyard. Yeah, not going to argue there. Era of Innovation. When an artifact or artificer, I actually don't know how to say the word. Artificer. Let's go with that. Enters the battlefield under your control. You can pay a mana. If you do, you get 2 energy. You can pay 6 energy to sacrifice him and draw 3 cards. This one I'm skeptical of. As I say in most of the times I'm online, I'm not a massive blue player, so I don't know if this is great. I'm going to put it in the maybe pile for now. And then anything we just looked at gets wrecked by our Mythic Rare that I throw on the table. Let's try not to damage the cards. There we go. It is the Verdurous Gearhawk? Let's go with that's how you say it. So for those who haven't seen it, this is probably one of the better 2 Gearhawks. I think the green one and the red one are the best. This bad boy has Trample, it's a 4/4, and when it comes into play you can distribute 4 +1/+1 counters as you see fit among creatures you control. A lot of the time you're just going to slam on here, have an 8/8 Trample and win the game. Other times you're going to buff up the rest of your team and go nuts out. Great card. You're going to first pick it every time. You're going to be happy about it. You're going to build into green. So yeah, pack 1. No inventions, but hey, that's going to be the case in every couple of 100 packs that we open. We're not gonna see one. Not a terrible pack. You've got 4 cards that you could consider. You've got some cards that you're not going to be sad about if you sit in seats 5 through 8 as well. But yeah, not too bad at all. Nice little first pull. As I say, I believe these 2 are unplayable.